Let me say, with the news that's breaking across the country this hour, I think that in addition to the history that we've made on this floor, now that John McCain has again demonstrated his judgment in selecting Governor Sarah Palin as his running mate, we are ensured of two things this fall. Number one is the American people will have an opportunity to break the glass ceiling and put a woman in the White House. Number two, we are ensured, because of the judgment of John McCain, that energy will be a central focus of this election. I've been listening to as much as I can of the Democratic National Convention. I have heard references, vague references to energy independence. I heard last night the Democratic nominee announce his willingness to drill for natural gas. But the American people know that the real answer is tantamount to what Republicans are proposing in our American Energy Act. We need a comprehensive bill that says yes to conservation, says yes to greater fuel efficiency, says yes to solar and wind and alternative sources of energy, and we need a comprehensive energy strategy that says yes to more drilling into our vast oil and natural gas reserves. With the governor of Alaska being named in this hour as John McCain's running mate, we can be assured that the American people will be presented a clear choice, a clear difference in a vision for energy independence. John McCain and Sarah Palin will offer the American people an all-of-the-above strategy that includes giving the American people more access to American oil. The Democrats, for their part, continue to give voice to only part of the solution and continue to seem to show fealty to the hard left environmentalist aspect of their political coalition. The American people don't want that. The American people want the all-of-the-above strategy, and Republicans are here on Capitol Hill on this historic day to say that we're prepared to go to work, even while our nominee is placed onto the floor of the House, and as John McCain accepts his nomination for president, and Governor Sarah Palin accepts her nomination as vice president, I can say with assurance that every one of the nearly 200 Republican members of Congress would still rather be here next week solving this 21st century energy crisis. So, as I close, we call again, respectfully, on Speaker Nancy Pelosi, bring this Congress back into session. Give us a full and fair and open debate on a comprehensive energy bill that includes more drilling. And if we fail to do that before Congress is scheduled to be brought back into session, we fully anticipate that both now the presidential election and the agenda on Capitol Hill this fall will be focused on the desire of the American people to deal with this energy crisis with an all-of-the-above strategy, but a strategy that also includes giving the American people more access to our vast domestic reserves through drilling. As a pro-life legislator, and my colleagues that are with me today, I'm grateful that Senator McCain chose a running mate who shared his pro-life views. And I deeply admire Governor Sarah Palin's commitment to the sanctity of human life. That being said, I must tell you that as I listened to Senator Hillary Clinton's message at the Democratic National Convention, as I listened to the introductions of her, what I heard properly was a party that was commending her for advancing what has been a long and steady road for the advancement of the interests of women in America. And I will say, I do believe that Senator Hillary Clinton should be commended for having run a campaign that demonstrated the openness of the process and the ability of a woman to come 18 million votes, to come that close within a whisker of being a major party nominee. I give her credit for that. But what my point is, what I heard them celebrating was not that Hillary Clinton was a pro-choice woman, or that she was a liberal woman, but that she had demonstrated the ability of an American woman to step into the political process and compete. And to that end, I suspect, as I read a letter to the editor today in the Indianapolis Star, flying out to Washington, there was a letter to the editor from a woman, I believe from Lafayette, Indiana, that you can read for yourself online, where she said, it's awfully hard to send a message to my daughters that women have every opportunity when a woman comes within a whisker of being the Democratic Party nominee, but then is passed over for vice president. I really do believe there are millions of women around the country who, whatever their views on a variety of issues, will look at Hillary Clinton and look at Sarah Palin in very much a similar light. Two strong and accomplished women who have been successful in their own right, presenting their own ideological view in their careers. In one case, Hillary Clinton was able to come very close to making it on the national ticket and fall short. In Sarah Palin's case, she built a career as a reformer. It warms my heart to say as something of a Republican insurgent in her party, pressing conservative values. And she, in fact, was able to succeed to win a berth on the national ticket. And I believe that will hearten women across this country, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, and I think as they come to know Governor Sarah Palin, they are going to see her not simply as an embodiment of those strong conservative values that thrill my heart, but they're going to see her as the embodiment of an accomplished American woman, and I believe that will resonate with millions of American women this fall.